All right, now we should be live. Mic check. Mic check looks good on the OBS. Should be just not redlining there. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I was planning on doing the N95 port account tests, but I got a package in the mail. Someone had sent me a whole crap load of KF94s, KN99s, and KFADs, which I have not tested. Now, I have purchased KFADs. We see some KFADs tested in the past, but they had a bunch, so I figured we'd just go do the Motherload here. Now, there's going to be some masks I did not test from this person that sent them, so I'm just going to give a quick review of them on this channel about why I didn't test it. Look, KF94s are pretty ubiquitous. There's a lot of them out there, unless you make a special one that's just like added to the pile of KF94s. So, Clean Science, Purion, Adapt. Do I need to, sorry, I'm going to wipe the, let me wipe my camera off here. Sorry. All right, Purion. Enhance. KF94, okay? Standard, size large. I don't know in terms of performance. Okay, so here's the first thing. Weak nose wire, so it's already low in my characteristic. Average breathability, standard ear loops, so it's another KF94. So I'm not going to test that one. I don't think it really adds any value. I've shown over and over again that KF94s are good. Okay, Clean Zoom by Pure Tech. Enhance. The Clean Zoom by PurTech, KF94. Again, moderately stiff nose wire. It's like a soft mask, it collapses. It's big, but like I don't think there's anything special about it. Breathability is average, so okay, yay, another mask. I don't know what all these target markets are for these, but that's another one. Okay, Dr. Zero premium mask, KF94. The Dr. Zero, made in South Korea. You have moderately good nose wire. Below average breathability. Below average breathability, so, okay, great, another KF94. And then the purple anti-dust mask, KF94, apparently by Purple Motorsports. Now, perhaps this is something in South Korea that's common. The Purple Motorsports might be a common thing. What Purple should think about is, in terms of motorsports, this would be a very low horsepower engine. Super bad breathability. Let's see if I can get... That white balance is going to be really hard right now because they're all white masks and I'm getting hit by the lad. Let's see if I get close enough. Adapt white balance. Anyways, it sucks in your mouth. It has, I would say, very poor breathability. It's not just like moderate or average, it's like poor breathability. So we're not going to test the purple. Okay. So, what we will test is a whole bunch of KF94s, KFADs, and that. We are going to do this quickly and very effectively because I am trying to get this done quick, very quick. We got to get. I wasn't planning on doing this test, so we'll add it to my. I'm going to be up to midnight testing mass. This is basically what it means. We're going to be. So I'm going to eat dinner and then back to mass testing tonight. So we're going to do our zero count check. We're at 2,000 particles per cc. I hooked up this little TSI branded filter that goes with port accounts, only because my big HEPA capsule filter here doesn't have the right connection on it. Okay, there we go. We're clear. Filtration is now 0. We'll watch that average count go to 0. Where is it at? We can close droid cam out. And where did it go? There it is. All right, there we are. 5-second concentration, 0.004. Looks like we had one count. Okay, it's 0. All right, so 0 counts done. Pull the filter off. And bada bing, bada boom. We're good to go. Okay, sponge is down recessed. Let's do the Moldex. Let's turn the concentration up, bring it up to 20,000. We'll do Moldex. We're going to do this fast today. So here's basically the rules that I'm going to follow this one. I basically have already pre-sorted all the masks. If they have a weak-ass nose wire, you're out. I don't have time for weak nose wires. We're looking for good masks. If it's a mask that I've never tested before, such as like a KFAD from one, there's a couple in there that are interesting, or a KF99. I've never tested any ear loop KF99s. I can pretty much tell you right away, though, my guess is that the KF99 adds 0 value. The issue with KF99s is so the issue with KF99s is that they're still ear loop, which I thought was kind of weird. I'm not sure the spec requirement is a KF99. I'd actually have to look it up. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Oh, this thing's cracked. I didn't notice this thing's all crazed. Interesting. Well, someone must have put acetone or something in there. DFC stock review. While I wait for this concentrate. All right, we can't mask forever. Most transmission happens at home. Can you drop some more knowledge as in about HVAC, MERV filters, and HEPA portable filters? What do the different MERV levels mean? Okay, MERV level is a measurement of filtration of... What is going on over here with this thing? I don't know if that's the... Sorry, my lights are like flickering. I don't know if this whole outlet's bad or if someone's wet over there. GFCI, so it should be okay. Okay, so MERV, it's easy. So MERV is different levels of filtration. They have a specified filtration per size bin, E1, E2, E3. E1 is basically like 0.1 micron. I think it's 0.1 micron or 1 micron. And so each bin, like they added up to create this MERV. So this was formed by ASHRAE, the American Society of Heating, Refrigeration, and Engineering Association. That's ASHRAE. They do HVAC stuff. So basically, they came up with this categorical method of rating filters. So MERV 13 is for like what we care about in terms of COVID is somewhere in like the 70% range. And then like 1 micron and above, it's going to be like in the mid 90s. And then for 3 micron and above, it's like 95, 98% or something like that. Rated, it's going to be much higher than practicality. It's basically these just different filtration efficiencies. And so the idea originally, a lot of people had HEPA. You got to have a HEPA so you capture 99.97 everything. Otherwise, it comes out dirty. When we talk about air cleaners, it doesn't really matter that much because you can have multiple passes through the air cleaner in a room. So I can imagine a room I'm in my lab. I have this air cleaner that's constantly flowing air. The air might make 3 passes through that filter in a very short period of time, and thus you get, instead of 80%, you get what would be 3 times that. So that would be 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2. What is that? I have no idea. I'm testing the limits of my brain capability right now. Calculator. What is 0.2? 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2. That would be 99.2. So 3 passes through that would give you that. So what you can end up with is this really high flow rate, and if you have multiple passes, you actually get good filtration. So that's what they were doing with the MERV filters. Can you use a HEPA filter? Absolutely. What we care about is one thing. For all portable filters, you care about the CADR, the clean air delivery rate. And they have different ratings: smoke, dust, and I don't know what the last one is, pollen or something like that. Smoke is, in my opinion, what it should be the metric used. Some people argue that dust may be, because it's like 0.5 to whatever. But look, I would argue just use smoke. It's actually the more valuable one, and it's one we're going to care about beyond COVID, especially when we actually talk about wildfires. So you care about the smoke CADR, clean air delivery rate. And you basically take the size of the room, multiply it by 2/3, and that's the clean air delivery rate you need. And you can get that with 2 devices or 1 device. In general, what I find is that other than Corsi Renthal boxes, which are big, and they put out maybe 400 CFM of the clean air delivery rate for the kind of smoke, or typically for the dust CADR level. What we find is that those devices work pretty well. But commercial units typically are not available in that big, and that's okay. You can buy cheaper, smaller units. Look for a 200. So instead of buying if you try to go buy 500 CFM single box unit, it might cost you $1,000. But you can go buy 250 CFM units for, $200, right? So like you can break out easier by buying 2 smaller units, and it's kind of better and it's quieter. So that's basically what it comes down to. What it comes down to is that there needs to be some technology to help people with this right now. I think the good thing is to have devices that can generate that, but you need to be able to characterize rooms quickly, and you need to be able to characterize that for a variety of particle sizes. So that's kind of what's missing right now. You can use CO2 as a corollary, and you can use some PM2.5 sensors as some metric to measure the clean air delivery rate of devices, but it doesn't work out that well. It's okay. And so that's basically what you would need to know. So Corsi Renthal box, Google that, go to Twitter, you'll find all kinds of information on that, or you can buy commercial HEPA filters. I have a few that in my Twitter feed that I checked out, but I was just doing that because I was buying some for a school and I wanted to make sure they work. There's a lot more options that are out there now. I'm trying to remember her name. She's on Twitter. She's super good. She has a good list compiled of them. I'm blanking on her name. She kind of has I can see her profile picture. It starts with an M. Oh, I'd have to look it up on Twitter. Anyways, she has compiled a lot of lists of HEPA or air cleaner devices based on price and clean air delivery rate and sound level, based on the manufacturer's data. Problem is, manufacturer's data only give it at the highest fan speed. So that's kind of the big issue that we have with those devices. So it's kind of a shit show right now, but I'm working to try to see if I can help fix that. So hold tight on that. It'll actually, don't hold tight because it'll be a while, but I am working on that. All right, we're gonna go in 100 cup style, as worn. You're probably like, Aaron, you're talking too fast. And the answer is, I am going to be doing everything very fast here. I was not planning on doing this test, and I don't want to be up to midnight testing masks because I literally have spent 12 hours testing masks today, and I don't want to do that all day. All right. Well, whoops, what was my concentration? Let's grab that quickly. 2.063 e to the 4. 2.063 e to the 4. All right. Yeah, Marwa Zatari. That's who you want. Good call there, Dayton Charity Chicken. Solar bugs. All right, call there at 4.467. All right, 99.98. Sounds like a good day on the farm. All right, we'll get that going, and then we will queue up the next mask, and we're going to do this fast. Let's see, Travis. Oh, hey, Travis. Yeah, I am still going. This will be, I'll do 3 live streams because I got to do this, then I got to take this down, then I got to prep for the port account test, and I'll bring that back up, and we'll be going port account probably from like 7:30 or 8 o'clock until probably, I guess it's probably going to take me like 2 or 3 hours. I mean, I only live stream this for data transparency reasons. For those wondering why I keep doing that, that's just what that's all about. Yeah, you can, and again, oh my God, these light flickering drive me nuts. I gotta buy the new light bulbs. They've been in here for like 6 years, so I guess they've made their life, but it's like they're on the way out. Oh, you're driving me nut, light bulb. All right, 1.901 e to the 4. All right, so 99.98. Next up's going to be our N95 control from our friends at 3M at the 8210. That Champac mask, though, I tested in the last video. I was wearing that one around the house for a while today. I don't know, man. That's a really good mask. I kind of held my... I got it a while back. Someone was very nice to send it to me. Actually, I have to find out who sent it to me so I can message them to let them know that it tested really well. I don't always... I mean, some people say... Yeah, I haven't tested for a month, so it was kind of like a long time from when they sent it to me when it got tested. I was just burned out. But yeah, that's a really good mask. I'm really impressed with it. Oh my God, that light's going to drive me absolutely bonkers insanity. 1.806. Oh, I don't know if I can tolerate that thing blinking. I might lose my mind. Let's see. Ann Smith, the Champak, Champik. Just look at the last video I did, and you can see the data. It's like super breathable. It's as breathable as the 3M V-Flex, but it's a bifold. So it's like the best bifold I found today. If you need an N95, you like bifolds, that's the mask. May not fit everyone, okay, because that's the criteria, but like in terms of the best breathable bifold I found, it's the best breathable bifold. Travis looks like he is still COVID negative, so yeah, you way to dodge those bullets. I'm gonna have to be quiet here because I'm gonna finish this test. Talking generates particles and it skews my data, so I'll be quiet here for 30 seconds here. All right, call there at 161.2, 161.2. 99.11, pretty good day in the life. I think this mask is over time losing its filtration efficiency. I'll have to bring another one out of the back stock to bring it up. Travis asks, have you or your family still avoided getting COVID? Yes, although my son had a fever on Monday, and I was like, oh man, I guess our luck ran out. But tested negative, so. And a few, both rapid and PCR, so yeah. So our luck is still continuing. Although you never know if he had like an asymptomatic infection. That is certainly possible. We don't do, I mean, we periodically test, but we're not like every day kind of periodic, so there's of course always the probability. I think if I make it through the next wave, which will be this BA2 wave, it's picking up in Minnesota. We'll see how high it goes, but if I make it through that, I'll do an antibody test to see if I did make it this far into the pandemic. And for those that aren't aware, I work in person every day. I have not changed really what I do except for one thing for the last year. Basically, actually I would say, yeah, basically for about a year, there's nothing that stops me from doing anything that I normally do. Go to movies, I mean, the only thing I haven't done is indoor dined. And that's it. The only thing I haven't done is indoor dining. Otherwise, my life is, I mean, other than I'm a freaking weirdo and I test mass in my bathroom a lot. Okay, so maybe that alone protects me, but I have managed to avoid it the whole time, all these waves, by wearing good masks, not eating indoors. I still go to happy hours. I just wear an earloop mask and I wear a mask and pop it off, have a couple sips of beer, put the mask back on. It's all about reducing inhalation dose. I mean, there are places that I guess I shouldn't say that. There are things that I don't do intentionally, 1.602 e to the 4 on that. There are some things I don't do, like if it's a crappy bar that has like low, I kind of characterize the places that I drink and I look and say, okay, this place makes sense. Is there good ventilation? Is it fairly new? Like I probably wouldn't go to some basement bar and hang down there for 200 hours, but like, I don't know. It's not hard. I don't feel it's that hard. I go to the grocery store. I've worked in person for 2.5 years. Yeah. Okay, we're going to call it 1886. All right. Get that 20-second upstream. All right, someone had asked me some questions. I'll get through it quickly. Bill asked, thank you, Aaron. Would you mind explaining concentration and pressure drop? I probably won't go through that in this video just because that takes too long, Bill, but I will remember to do that in another one. Let's see. Enw had asked about testing the Mass Labs reusable mask. I actually tested 2 videos back. I'm not really sold on reusable masks. Actually, Mass Lab was good and has published their test data on it. You know, it works great the first time, 5 washes. I think it's down to the 80% filtration efficiency for what we care about. They tested a little modified test conditions and they're very transparent about that, so don't get me wrong. I think it's very much harkens back to the sort of like droplet style masks, KFAD style stuff. 87, that's the lowest that I've got on this one before. I guess got 89 the last time, so it kind of shows you I'm plus or minus a few percent here. I'm not going to retest it. It's just captures the variability within our test process. I'm not really into the KFAD droplet stuff. Like, it is not droplets, it is aerosols. We shouldn't design maskets for droplets. So, look at the devil. Let's start off with the Bluna KFAD. Let's see how they stack up. I've been curious to see. I haven't tested any KFADs, so let's see how it stacks up. So the reusable stuff, in my opinion, their own test data shows that it's not what I would use. Given that given the way the pandemic going, which is that we have selection for more and more. Oh my God, that light's really driving me nuts. More and more contagious variants. 1.438 e to the 4. We're going the wrong way, right? More transmissibility, more transmissibility. So when we have more transmissibility, there's 2 reasons, right? Either more aerosol or lower dose. You know, it's more immune evading, meaning you need less exposure to the aerosol to get infection. So your infectious dose is dropping because it's immune evading, and oops, let that stabilize there. Come on, stabilize. Flow's stabilized. Okay, there we go. So, you know, it's immune evading that. So your infectious dose goes down, and it's more transmissible. So people might be emitting more aerosol, making more people super spreaders, which is one recent paper that got published. Was showing some data that people were outputting more, but those kind of stuff I always hold a grain of salt to, though. But I think the point I'm making is, oh my goodness, these ear loops are like zongoid mega long. Like Zongaloid. What are you going to do with these ear loops that are this freaking long? Holy smokes. So my argument is, wear the best mask. At this point in time in the game, you know, maybe the OG strain, we could have talked about reusable mask and cloth. Yeah, we should have never talked about cloth mask, but, you know, using some other technology that's more washable, spun bond polypropylene, you know, non-wovens and stuff like that. Sure, but we're way past that now. We're into highly transmissible things. You guys just saw what happened at the White House. 50-some people have been caught. Or I guess I don't know how many people of that thing have tested positive, but I think they're trying to prepare us that Biden's going to test positive. Yeah, sure, I'm triple vaxxed, and 1 in 50 didn't get it. But, you know, when we talk about public health and the mortality rates of things, like, yeah, it's just crazy. All right, here we go. I don't like this nose wire. It's okay. All right, call it 249. 249. So 97.85. So really good, actually. Better than I expected. Let that come back up and let it stabilize there. So 97.85. Breathability is very similar to the Seibu, actually. Felt very similar. So KFADs are, pretty good. And this one is advertised at 99% BFE, so that doesn't surprise me too much. 99. It's probably actually higher than 99% BFE, which is fine. They're just using. It's just melt blow, right? So what this is you're getting closer. Oh, that squirrel is getting chased by a bunny rabbit. That's crazy. Observations of the air and out this window here today. Anyways, the breathability is quite good. We'll get some. I'll test it after here. 1.18. What did I say? 1.098. 098 e to the 4. All right, so 97.79. So that's actually, that's a pretty damn breathable. So Bluna F KF A-D. Otherwise not adjustable ear loops, small ear loops. So like would I choose this over Seibu? No, I'd still pick the Seibu because the Seibu has the better ear loops. I'll test the breathability next. Okay, next up on our list, let's test out the next KFAD, which is the, can I read this in English? Oh, there we go. This is going to be, I'm going to hook it up to the thing. Now this is actually a kind of a nice mask. This one's I'm pretty excited for. So some of these I skipped for this reason, but this one I'm kind of excited for. Oh my god, that light's going to drive me nuts, guys. You all. Okay, so this is the Clean Guard KF94. Or not KF94, KFAD. Oh, I got to fix that up there in my spreadsheet too. KFAD. What's going on with your brain today? Escape, Control Z, KFAD, KFAD. There we go. It's boat style. It's gonna be as worn. It's white. It's ear loop. It's got nice ear loops. 1.077. I'll have to kick the generator on here in a second. Breathability is not as good as the Bluna. At least it feels that way. All right, call there 409. 409. So it seems like the Bluna KFAD is the better choice, although I will say that this mask, from a design standpoint, is really nice. Got a huge chonk and nose wire, right? Just like really long nose wire, nice and stiff, good kind of noodle-style ear loops, so they're kind of thick and wide. Those are nice. But I guess I'm not really sold on KFADs. I don't feel like the pressure drop is that amazing for 96% filtration efficiency. I'd rather have like 99%, 98, 99%. Yeah. Someone had asked, Yellen up a storm and said, Thank you for providing the survey. Are you going without mask according to those new CDC guidelines? No, I still wear a mask because I understand. I mean, I don't get this. F the CDC. I mean, I'm not saying like, so I'm not like some doomer out there that I think that, I think there's some people that are irrationally afraid of COVID. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, look, there's a very rational 1.0420, by the way, for the concentration there. I'm going to kick the generator on and we can chat then. I think there's very rational reasons to be afraid of COVID, so don't get me wrong there. I think to the point where, like, you don't leave your house and you don't do anything, even wearing a good mask, you're afraid to go out. Like, I think, again, everyone has a different perspective. Some people that COVID could be the end of their life, so I can understand that perspective. But in general, I feel like I think it's a disease that we can manage to overcome with ventilation, therapeutics, masking, like the whole thing. We're going to have to do that because it's not going away. But like the CDC stuff is just garbage. They know it's garbage. Isolation at 5 days. I mean, there is so much data now that shows that people are infectious well past 5 days. So now the science saying it's more than 5 days. So CDC always says, oh, we follow the latest science. BS, because the latest science clearly shows that people are infectious past 5 days, yet that's still your standard protocol. So the CDC is lost. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know who's running the show there. It's embarrassing. They should be embarrassed. They said they're going to have an outside review. Good, because you're embarrassing. Yeah. So that's my summary of that. So I still wear a mask. You should wear a mask too. No mask clip on this KF80, which makes sense that they don't ask for a mask clip. So we're going to test next up the 3M KF80. This comes out of, I'm just going to jump over the OBS. South Korea KF80 from 3M. Just curious about how that stacks up. Let's see it. I feel like it doesn't have any more breathability than the other one. It's hard. Breathability is very subjectable. If you actually go back and look at just a few hours ago I was on here, the Milwaukee, which I thought was really breathable, actually didn't test as breathable. It's kind of trickery. Because the mask was so stiff and that good rubber seal is that the mask didn't move at all, which is to me a sign of subjective perception of breathability. Is that if I feel the mask move a lot, then I think, oh, it must not be filtering very well. But it turns out that it still actually worked fairly well. It felt breathable to me, but the actual data shows that it's not. And then the Cham Pack, though, is still tested 2 second. I haven't updated yet, but it's a 2 second. So you go over here, so time to breathe, right? So I think it's, what do we get, 2.08. Let's go find the V-Flux while we wait for 1 second here. December 3rd. Let's go find the V-Flux. Where's the V-Flux? So yeah, so it's as breathable, I mean roughly as breathable as the V-Flux. So damn. All right, KF80. Let's check it out. Is the concentration stabilized? No, we gotta wait a second here longer. All right. Stabilize. There we go, 2184 e to the 4. All right, let's try the KF80. Good nose wire. Maybe the breathability is a little bit better on the KF80. I might have to fix the mask on. You know what? Let's just not even waste time here. Let's just fix the basket right now. Okay? We're just not going to waste time today. We're trying to measure relative comparison of these. Let's just do it. We've already tested this mask. It fits me fairly well. But let's not waste time. All right, 145.8. So, nice work, 3M. I don't feel like it's any different. I really don't feel like it's any different than their standard mask. It feels the same. Breathability will tell us, so we'll just test. We'll have to check the breathability and see what's up there with that mask. I wouldn't be surprised if they just use the same mask, because I wonder if that's a plan for them. I don't know. What's next? Oh, let's do this one next. I'll grab a stack here. They're a little closer to me that way then. All right. Concentration stabilizing. Give it a few seconds here. 2.982, 2.982 e to the 4. All right, so there we go, 99.5. Good job. All right, next up is the clean guard. Let me jump over to OBS. This is the clean guard. Now, this is kind of nice. I don't know if the person who sent this to me is the same person that also reviews these on Reddit, because there's a person that's reviewing on Mass for All, which I love. People might think that I don't like other people reviewing stuff, or I'm jealous, or whatever. Someone had asked me about that because AccuMed started uptick. No, I love the more people that are reviewing and testing masks, the better. It's less responsibility for me. Remember, I don't get paid for this, so the more crowdsourcing we can do, that's great. Someone can screen masks and then find that they like certain masks. This is a KF94 version. Cool with me. I'll gladly test it. But if you can screen them and send me all the ones you like, that makes it so much easier for me. I don't want to have to be the finder and the tester. Okay, so why is this mask cool? Big, chonky, noodly ear loops and adjustable. Okay, so they kind of have a step up there on my friends over at SaveWoo, because SaveWoo still has a chunkier ear loop. It's wider, but they do not have adjustable, and this is both. Not as wide, but still adjustable. So I'm kind of jelly of that. That's a good job. Yeah, I am also curious how you got your insurance to pay for the antibody, unless you paid it out of pocket, because I want to do the same thing. I think, I guess maybe it's only 150 bucks. I'll do it. So there we go. It's now, we'll let this stabilize. 2.551 e to the 4. 2.551 e to the 4. It's now stated on the internet. If I make it all the way through, I'm going to get an antibody test. We'll see if I was just asymptomatic. I mean, it's quite possible, but then I wonder if you're actually asymptomatic. And this is just an honest question. If you're asymptomatic the whole time, are you actually contagious? Actually, I know the answer to that question. The answer is yes. Oh, I love adjustable ear loops. Love it. Good nose wire on this too. This is a good mask. Breathability is pretty good too. I'll go a little tighter. Which way is tighter, actually? Oh. Oh, I don't know if I turned it the right way or not. Otherwise, I can just rip that. Just waiting for this to stabilize. I'm getting some jumping around, so I don't know if I have a leak on this mask or we'll just let it stabilize here. I'm hovering around the 200s. We're gonna call there 226. I just kind of I'm kind of jumping around there. So 99.11. So damn good. I was just curious how high it would go. That's a good mask. Breathability. Okay, that's maybe an argument of I'll show you some kind of niceness that they did to the mask. But overall, it's actually a pretty nice mask. Size large. I didn't order these, so I don't know what the hell I got on that. Oh, gross. Sorry. Something's on the countertop there. Wow. Toothpaste. There was toothpaste on the counter there. Now I smell minty fresh. Anyways, it's a nice mask. Pretty dope. Yeah, asymptomatic. My argument is don't get infected with this. I'm not. Sorry, I didn't mean to be clear. I wasn't clear there. My argument isn't whether you should. Asymptomatic's okay. My argument is like I might be asymptomatic where I don't get PCR test enough that I would have picked it up, right? So maybe I had the infection but I didn't know it, right? So I think that's my point. Yeah, just avoid this, right? Or if anything, minimize your infectious dose so that symptoms are minimal as possible. Okay, so this is kind of nice. They have like a little, let me go to OBS here. So they have like, they have like this little flap that covers up. So you get like a little bit more comfort on that nose area. Good nose wire. I would say it's moderate stiff. It's not like crazy stiff, but it's really long. So that's a good mask. I like that. Plus the chunky adjustable ear loops. Kind of got me with that. All right. KF99. The KF99 Signature Series. It's got gold foil printing. Look at that. It says on. Actually, I don't know what the background says. On Sam, on some, your mask. On. I have no idea what this says. Anyways, we'll test it out. It's a KF99. Now, here's my argument. It's comes with a mask clip, so we'll make sure we use that. Where'd it go? KF99s. I personally will see what happens here. We'll probably have to do a fix the mask after this to see. Ear loops are going to leak more, so I don't see the point of a KF99. Higher pressure drop. Your source of particles are not the mask anymore. It's leakage around the mask. So at this point, it really doesn't matter. But whatever, we'll test it. Do it quick. Remember, I'll probably be doing this all day till midnight. But then I'll have all the data. Signature KF99. It's a KF99. It's a boat style. It has worn. I've never tested one, so ear loop. All right. We are stabilized at 1.974 e to the 4. 1.974 e to the 4. All right, let's try it out. I'm gonna put the mask clip on too, since that's what it came with. All right, 103.2. We stabilized 103.2. So we're definitely having an improvement. I just don't think, like, I don't know, it doesn't, I mean, I guess. I mean, there's no harm. The pressure drop on that's not bad, but, oh. I just watched a little girl in the alley eat it. So also from the errand observation deck here of the alley, little girl ate it. Parents are now picking her up. She's okay. It's a nice day out, so everyone in Minnesota is out walking. And here I am stuck inside testing masks. Concentration stabilizing. We'll do it up with the fix the mask on this KF99. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't really, I don't think there's, you stupid little frickin' box elderbugs. You little bastards. Into the garbage he goes. All right. Concentration stable, 1.856 E to the 4. All right, so we're going to try it here with the fix the mask brace, just to see how good is the media. So for those wondering, a KF99 is the same as an FFP3 mask. However, I have no idea how they're getting an FFP3 with ear loops. So maybe the KF99 is a little looser on the fit testing requirements. Otherwise, I have no idea how you pass that. But let's get this concentration stabilized. 1.768 E to the 4. All right, stabilize at 52.31. So yes, there is an improvement, but 99.7, I don't know, man. I think that if I had to choose and you're like, hey, I want KF99 level, I want FFP3, buy an N95, wear an N95, right? You look at the data of me in an N95, you're getting that all the day. You're getting all data. You look at that 3M Flex, I'm getting that protection. So to me, that's just the KF99. I don't think makes any sense. We tested it, but now we confirmed it. Let's move on. What's next? How about another KFAD mask? Let this stabilize. About 2 more seconds here. Also, I'm just so amazed that my good old buddy CPC here has done such a good job. You've made it 2 years of constant abuse. It highlights TSI makes some good freaking stuff. TSI, you might charge a lot, but your stuff really does last. And the older stuff. This thing was made in 1994. The CPC was built in 1994. It's older than probably some of the people that watch my channel. It's older than my niece. And she drives and drinks and all kinds of things. The driving, drinking, not that they drive and drink. Now that I think about what I said there, like she's old enough to drive and she's old enough to drink. So that gives you a reference. Not that she's old enough to drink and drive. I put double-sided tape on the inside of my mask on the edge for a better fit. Do you think that affects the efficiency or seal? No, it affects the seal. It makes it better. You can tape your mask to your face. That is totally cool. Do it. Do it. It does not hurt you. It actually will make you have a much better seal. So no issue with that. Okay, let's test another. So this is the Air Washer Daily Shield KFAD. It's a KFAD again. It's boat-shaped. The ear loops are chonky and long. Where's that mask that I just had with that? We'll try the ear loops. Do as worn. It's white. And it's ear loop. And the concentration is 1.42 e to the 4. All right, let's do this thing. Chicken wang. Ear loops are too long. Longy, langy ear loops. So I think I should start calling these spaghetti ear loops, and then what I really want is like Alfredo ear loops, because I don't want round ones. They're kind of annoying. Ooh, there we go. A little longer than little too tight. Little too tight. Oh boy. Well, highly breathable. This provides pretty much no protection. So no, I would not be using KFADs. These are legit. The person that sent them have bought. I mean, this fits all the criteria of a mask that's made in Korea. It's a KFAD, so I don't think it's fake. But nope. Breathability is good though. Good for working out, maybe. But again, if I was going to work out, wear a V-Flex. Wear the Champ Pack. All right, 2964. Let's call it there. 2964. Yeah, 80%. No, that's a hard pass. That's a hard pass. Do not recommend. Very breathable, but again, I don't know, 80%. Just wear Champ Pack, wear V-Flex. Yes, the Champ Packs are expensive. You are correct in that, Ekanaj, or however you pronounce it. Yes, they are expensive. I think I just was looking at pricing. They're like $4 a mask, $3 a mask. But you know, V-Flexes are great. I would always say V-Flex, but you can't get V-Flex. I mean, you can get them. I shouldn't say that. You can get V-Flexes. They're just a little hard to find right now. All right, 1.409 e to the 4. 1.409 e to the 4. All right, 79%. Yeah, sorry, that would not. So that's the problem with KFADs. Like the spec is for bacterial filtration efficiency, so you can kind of end up all over the place in terms of performance. So, you know, 80%. I don't know. That's not. I don't know. It's just not worth it in my opinion. Next up, Nippon QQ. It's the QQ KF99. This is again an ear loop mask, so I don't see the point of this. We're beyond the capability of ear loop. Don't get me wrong, ear loops have their place. I think that we should, you know, I'm a big advocate of having a standard of Ooh, good nose wire on it though. I'm believing that we should have a standard that covers all types of masks, just like South Korea has. You can have KFADs, you can have KFADs, you can have KF94s. We need the same thing for we need an earloop standard here in the U.S. I think Ekin J, he was YouTube tech was, where did you buy the Champaks from? Where did you buy the Champaks from? 1870 plus. 1870 plus. What is the 1870 plus? Is 1870 their? Is 1870 the 3M V-Flex surgical? I can never remember off the top of my head what that one is. Maybe that is 1870. I don't think it had a plus after it though. All right, stabilized 1.308 e to the 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, these ear loops are excessively long, so we're going to go ahead and shorten them up. So after I'm going to go in the basement. I'll sort through the masks. Well, actually, I'll go do the pressure drop on these, and then I'll sort through the masks. We'll do the NIOSH, or we're going to do the modified NIOSH test today. So they updated it. NIOSH now has a 4-exercise test instead of a 8-exercise test. But I got to look up the time duration. I got to find that info. I was looking for it, and I haven't found it yet. So there's the modified NIOSH CNC fit test protocol, and they updated it in 2018. And I'm trying to find the specifics of it, how long of each test. Oh, the 1870. Yeah, that's the 3M Auroras here. You're right. Sorry. The red ear loop aura, a red headband aura. Sorry, it's been a long day for me. Well, this is fun. All right, call there at 70.24. 99.46. I feel like this is some sort of alternate reality. That's like these masks all fit the same. I might have a unique face. I think that I happen to fit KF94s really well. Bifold style, or the trifold boat style KF94s really well. So it's funny that I'm getting the same two KF99s, very similar bolts. We're going to do this fast. We're going to try to get this done in under an hour. What are we at right now? We're already at an hour. Okay, so try to get this done before 8 o'clock. Dinner time from 9, 10, 11. It's going to be 3 hours. Yeah, I'm going to be up to midnight testing masks, which means I'll spend like 12, 14 hours today testing masks. What a day. 1.188 e to the 4. But if you understand me, you'll understand that I am just trying to finish this project. Now, the next time someone emails me about a mask that they have, I'll have to say no, because I'm going to be done with this for a while. I'll have tested everything. And unless you have an truly ultra-breathable mask, and unless you're an individual that says, I have a mask you tested, I'm going to ask, have you worn these 3 masks? V-Flex, this, that. And I'll say, yes, I've worn all those. And this is even more breathable than that. If they say that, then I'll say, okay, you can send it to me and I'll test it. 1.198 e to the 4. It's always funny because I sometimes look at reviews of masks that are that I think are terrible, right? And I'll just run across them on Amazon looking for something else. Or someone will send me a mask and I'm trying to find it for them. And I'll be like, oh, that's that mask that's terrible. I see it on Amazon. I'll look at the reviews, and the Amazon reviews like, oh, I love this mask. This is my favorite mask. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm always like, that mask sucks. So I can't trust those people's opinion. All right, call there at 18.97. 18.97. All right, so that is pretty redonkulously high. So it is an FFP3, but again, it's ear loop, so as worn, you really can't get much better. So like the addition of KF99 and the reduction in breathability really has no benefit, to be very frank. So you can rock him, but I don't think they add any value. Now why did I like, oh, I know why I like this mask. Stabilize for a second. I mean, you can rock an N100. YouTube pucks, I have the Batflex N100. You can rock an N100s. I think that 1.112. You know, I think that you end up chasing pretty small marginal improvements for 99.84. You know, really small marginal improvements, whereas a fitted in, I mean, I guess just go to Elastomeric. I think the argument is if you're going to wear anything better than a disposable N95, just go to Elastomeric if you're after really high protection. Okay, next up is, so why did I pick this mask of all masks to test? This is the High Guard respirator. Pretty nice, pretty good. It's got a CE rating on it. Pretty fancy. Yep, it's got the standard Korea lot ID. We like to see that. That's excellent. Why did I pick this mask? It's got a big old honking metal nose wire. So good on them for putting a big chonking metal nose wire on there. So they already, it's like thick and it's big. It's long too. It's not like the clean top evergreen. It is much longer and even more chonkier than that. Oh, High Guard KF94. So I am actually able to test Elastomerics. I choose not to. Oh, we're just below 96.65. We'll continue it. But we gotta fire the generator back up here in a second. Oh, ear loops are like, bleh. Clearly is designed for an ear loop mask clip, although not provided. I think that's kind of like a secret little thing that they do where they design them for that, probably certify them to that, but they don't tell you that. So I'm not super cool with that, but maybe there's some standard knowledge about, oh, these are always designed for mask clips. I don't know. That's maybe something I don't know about. Oh, that nose wire. Oh, that might be the best KF94 nose wire I have tested. That is like just awesome. Awesome, awesome nose wire. Oh, Batflex. Haha, Wayne Industries. Okay, I got the joke now. I got the joke. I missed that. All right, we've stabilized 106. 106. 98.9, pretty good. That nose wire. Ooh, money. Okay, I got to give props to that. Ear loops, lack of adjustability, nose wire, best I've tested, without a doubt. Is it better than the LG? Yes, I would say it's better than the LG because it's aluminum. LG uses a stiff steel nose wire, so it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But like that nose wire is all aluminum. It's just like it's like 3M's quality. Like you can't really knock them for that. So good on them for that. 9614. All right, let's turn that generator back on. All right, good job then. Let's keep rocking on this project. Good Manner, KFAD. Everyone likes the Good Manner masks. Good nose wire. Ear loops are too long. Why are the ear loops so long on all these KFADs? Oh, you know why? Because they can get away with it. They're not trying to seal to your face. Remember, KFAD anti-droplet, so it's like their surgical mask equivalent. That's why you'll see most KFADs are not boat-shaped. Most KFADs are surgical masks. South Korea just doesn't have a surgical mask standard. So they needed a surgical mask standard, so they created it called the KFAD, and it's just a surgical mask standard. Because, again, it was about following the World Health Organization droplet discussion, although it was not droplet, so oops, we killed a few million people with our bad knowledge. Oops. I do need an award category. The problem is that I test so many in a day that they all kind of mold together and blend together, and I think it's like craft beer. It's like craft beer. Like, it is really hard. At this point in time, like, in America, the beer selection is so good. Like, to say, like, what's my favorite beer? It's, like, it's very subjective and personal. Relative to a Budweiser, though, like, any craft beer is better than a Budweiser. No offense to Budweiser drinkers, in my opinion. So, I think that's where we're at. We're, like, in the craft beer category. Everything's pretty damn good. Like, most of the good masks that I'm talking about are all pretty freaking good. And you're really, really nitpicking, and so it's very personal. Do you have a video on how to read my spreadsheet? Yes. No. Yes. I mean, there's a lot of videos. I don't think I've made a summary video explaining it all, no. No, I mean, I'm sure there's a content out there. I'm not sure. I also have too many videos, like I have masked, and I can't remember. I can't remember all the stuff I've done anymore. So. Yeah, I mean, 588 lines on this document. So, like, my brain's pretty fried right now. So, my job right now is just to be the mannequin to do the masks. My brain is pretty fried. So, I probably won't discuss how to do this test and stuff because it's just, like I said, my brain's pretty toast at this point. I'm just a walking zombie that tests masks. All right, so this is the Good Manner KF80. And again, we're going to find that, where's our lot ID info on this one? Oh, it's actually on the top of the mask, which I tore off already. They put it on the top. Anyways, KFAD from our good friends at Cleanwell. They make a good mask. Or Good Manner, sorry. Good Manner. Good Manner. They make a good mask. This is session 2 of today, and it will be 2 of 3. I still got more work to do today. I have 1 day to get all this done. My wife gave me the day to do this, and now I got to get everything done. She's going to be so proud of me. She doesn't care. She's like, you need to stop testing masks, Aaron. I'm like, I know, I do. I do need to. But I just need to test 1 more. I'm like an addict. Although it does not really, it does affect my life, but I think it's for the better of the world. Mostly I'm just after the best mask. I gotta try it. What if this is better than the other one? Right? Like, that's always the thing that catches me. Like, what if this is the best mask ever? And I'm the one that doesn't get to experience it. 3.327 e to the 4. 3.327 e to the 4. Okay, oops. Okay, good nose wire on it. Good breathability. It's KFAD though. How's the filtration efficiency? Not good. Not good. And the breathability is not much better than a good KF94, so this mask sucks. So KM, yes. The answer is you want to sort by, so there's filtration efficiency for the as worn, and then there's a pressure drop. Now I haven't filled in the column, but what you're looking for is just look for the column that says pressure drop, or if it's not filled in yet, the column that says time to max breath at 0.25. And what you want is a lower number is better. The lowest one on there, I think, is about 2 seconds. I mean, it took me 2 seconds to breathe in at a constant quarter-inch of water pressure drop in the mask. So those are the 2 things. So what do you want in a mask? I would love for a mask, the V-Flex is an example. Go look at the data on the V-Flex. 99 point, well, let's just look at it while we wait here for a second. Let me finish this and I'll show you. All right, 3305. All right, 90%. Not bad. That's like, you know, it's like that Air Queen, but not much better. Okay, all you have to do is you go to the V-Flex, which is the best mask I've tested, and you base everything decision about that. So here's what you look at. I tested the V-Flex. I got 99.39% filtration efficiency. And it took me 2 seconds to breathe at quarter-inch pressure drop. If you look in this list, there is no mask that is any better than that with that level of filtration. So what you want is the highest filtration with the lowest pressure drop. In fact, that's what defines the quality factor, which I stopped using because people were trying to read into it too much. And if you know how to calculate it, you can calculate it in your own Excel spreadsheet. But basically, that's what you're after. That's the best mask I've tested. Now let's go check out that Cham pack I tested earlier today. Let's see. Where's that Cham pack? Cham pack. Look at that. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. 99.44, 2.08. That is like on par with the V-Flex. Another good mask. If you go look at the 3M Aurora, let's go look at that quickly. Where is it? When was the last time I tested an Aura series, 1870 or something like that? That's been a while. We gotta go way up in time. Here we go. 9210. I got a 9205 in here, I'm sure. Oh, that was a fun day. 9205. Here we go. 99.6. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. So it took me almost twice as long to breathe them, meaning the pressure drop is almost twice as high in the Aura series, the 9205s. So, but again, filtration is really good. So that's how you use that. Basically, find the one that has the highest filtration and lowest pressure drop. And I'll tell you right now, Cham pack and V-Flex are the top of the pile. All right. 2.78 e to the 4. All right. Good manner, KFAD. No improvement in breathability. If it was like ultra breathable, sure. And we'll get the breathability data after this and the size data. Which is I'll eat dinner while I kind of eat dinner while I do that. All right, what's up next? God, I kind of feel like I shouldn't do another KF99 because they're kind of like bleh. But what are we gonna do? Let's do one more KF99. I don't know what brand this is. I've tested it before, so I've tested it, but now I can't remember what brand it is. What is it? I've tested this brand before, and I don't have enough in Korean. So I will type in the company's name, Enw Global, and then I'll have to come back and figure out what it is. So Enw Global, KF99. So this is what it looks like. Well, let me get it out and hooked up, and then we'll move on, and I'll show you the packaging. Oh, they do include mask clips, so clue. Hint 1. Ah! I just dropped them all. Also, thanks to who sent me all these masks. I won't name you by name, but if you look at the series of masks I tested, you'll know who I am, or who you were, or who you are, who you were. All right, let's do this thing. Let's get it hooked up and rock it out. Sun is 7. All right, here's what the mask looks like. This is a KF99. I've tested this brand before. I can't remember what it is. I'll have to go dig through my notes. It's pretty nice. All in Korean again, as usual. There's a part number too, 799786 or something. Oh, there's that lot information that we're looking for all the time. So that's gonna work. All right, give it a few more seconds to stabilize, and we will rock it out here. 2.635 e to the 4. I'll fill it out while I talk. 2.634 e to the 4. Mask clip it up. Weak nose wire, not amazing. It's moderate, but certainly not amazing. Oh, yeah, this port is not in there hard enough. The port didn't get pressed in far enough. I usually check them. I must have missed this one. I can feel it. Oh, yeah, that did not get pressed in there at all. All right, one moment. I got to disconnect and go put the port in this mask. All right, try this again. All right. I'm usually pretty good about checking it, but it looks like I missed one. The Enw guard. Liz L catches it at the Enw guard. Wow, you're the best. Enw guard. Nice, thank you. Liz L, you have now been moved into the category of mass nerd. All right, 2.218 e to the 4. 2.218 e to the 4. Okay, there we go. Now let's try it again. I got the mask clip. Now the port should be pressed in properly. Yeah, so my argument with these KF99s is like there's no improvement here because the mask itself always leaked was better before. It's all dominated with leakage, so this mask is like touching my lips too. It's driving me nuts. All right, I'm going to call it 294. 294. 98.67. So again, like, I don't think it's, I'm not going to test it with the fix the mask. It highlights like there is no advantage to a KF99. No advantage. It is dominated by leakage on the face. So having better filtration and larger pressure drop is not going to help you in this mask. I would actually argue KF94s are probably even too far in that direction. We should really have like KF90s or something like that, so that in practice with sodium chloride salts at moderate breathing rates, you're in the high 90s and call it good and take the breathability improvement. All right. Oops, don't close that, Aaron. All right, 2.159 e to the 4. 2.159 e to the 4. All right, so 98.66. Not even, I've had better luck with KF94s, which it's just dominated by fit. So for those watching in the future or in the past or currently, it's just fit. Another one to the pile. Next up. Oh yeah, this is a goofy looking one. The Well Keeps. Okay, so this is like some weird quadruple fold. Port's in there good. Let me type the stuff in and then we'll jump into it here. The Well Keeps. Oops. KF94. Boat? I'll put a question mark there. Ooh, it's got good ear loops too. Let me see, they're tight enough. They are not tight enough, so while we wait, I'll tie them up here. I mean, it's got to have the most elaborate construction of a mask. All right, we'll take a look at it here, so while we wait. The Well Keeps KF94. It's got this kind of tri-foldy shape, quadruple fold. I heard you like folds, so I folded your folds. Let's find out where their printed data is. Oh, it's right on the top. Look at that. See that? That's what you're looking for. It's always a sign of a good quality KF94. I think everyone I've seen has that date code on there. All right. I'm going to call it there at 1.70 e to the 4. 1.700 e to the 4. Now, the nose wire on this, not amazing. I'm not a super big fan of it. Nope, it sucks. 1.700. Absolutely garbage nose wire. Breathability is average. I don't know why this mask exists. I can't get it to seal. All right, let's just fix the mask it up. This is a stupid mask. Should I even waste my time? I don't know. We'll do it. We're too deep into it now. We're gonna throw good money at bad money. I mean, it's just a stupid mask. I don't. It's kind of. It's. I feel like it was like someone's good idea that didn't really play out. All right, 1.928 e to the 4. 1.928 e to the 4. Okay, let's do this. Frickin' stupid bugs. Call there 502. 502. All right, no advantage to that mask. Totally stupid. Does not. No offense to Wellkeep. Sorry, you just made a useless product, but like, it's not breathable. The nose wire sucks. Ear loops are kind of nice. Doesn't fit very well, and the nose wire is just useless. So let's move on. Oh, now this is actually good. This is a mask I've been interested in trying, so that's good. Let me check the ear loops while we wait for that concentration to stabilize. Way too shitty ear loops though. I feel like the KF94 space is just kind of like, there's so many masks all that are trying to differentiate themselves by shapes and marketing bullshit. It's like soap market, dish soap or clothes soap. It's like, oh, this smells better than that. It's like, I just want shit that cleans my clothes and doesn't strip them of color. That's what I want to buy into. Everything else is just marketing BS. Good nose wire, clipped in nicely. All right, let's call the concentration 1.758 e to the 4. All right, so the next one up is going to be interesting mask. Ooh, let's get that. Oh, come on, Mr. Masky. Get out of the way. All right, we got the TheraFlu. No, TheraBreath. LG TheraBreath KF94. KF94, non-adjustable ear loops, just your regular old KF94 with small spaghetti style ear loops, not anything amazing. 1.522 e to the 4. Good nose wire though. Moderately. It's not amazing, but it's better than most. Breathability is average. Okay, so nothing. Just felt nice. It's better than most. All right, 224.3. Let's get the concentration. Nice mask. You know, it's not a bad mask. It comes in packs of 3, I believe. 98.53, so not bad. I still think the LG Air other one's better. The LG Air Washer is better. All right, YouTube Punk, thanks for hanging out, doing such a good job. Even though I didn't tell you I'd be doing another one, so you're just like a superstar, YouTube Punk. Keep masking up. Thanks for all your help. Really can't say enough. Seems like the trolls hopefully have not. They've moved on from me. I guess I'm not political enough, or I don't say enough. I don't know why they don't like me. Not even the trolls like me. All right, 1.521 e to the 4. All right, there you go. TheraBreath into the pile. Not an amazing mask. Fine. God damn, stupid box elder bugs. I'm flushing the toilet. Bye, guys. I'm sorry you can't live in my house. All right, kids mask time. Oh no, actually this is actually an adult mask. Okay, one more to go. Let me just check it out. Make sure it fits. Good nose wire. It says adjustable ear loop, so you already get a bonus. Okay, don't wrap them that way, so I did that the wrong way. So let's go the other way with that. Okay, that's good. Good enough. We're going to do it as worn. Oops. This is the bio. Forest Village. Boat shaped. It's as worn. It's white. It's ear loop. It's getting dark in here, isn't it? I'm going to have to turn up the gain on my camera here in a second. Let's do that real quick, actually. Coming back at you. Backlight compensation, maximize. Apply. Okay. It's getting dark outside, so I gotta turn it up. Where are we at? Upstream concentration, let's get it. 1.412 e to the 4. Ted Lasso's a good show. I like that show. At first I was like, yeah, it's too campy and stupid. But then once they just embrace it, you know, willing suspense of disbelief, I'm on board. Call it there at 338. 338. All right, let's see. All right. 1.347 U to the 4. 0.347 U to the 4. So, oh, pretty good. I think there's just some leakage. I'm sure I could get better if I tested it, but it's another good KF94. It's the Bio brand, and they're FFP2 marked, so that's cool. So these people are figuring out that there's a huge market for masks. All right, we're gonna do the kids mask now. That's always a sucker for kids masks, and then we are gonna be done here in a few minutes. And then let's get it out and sorted and sized. Ooh, this is a nice mask. No adjustable ear loop. Pretty average. It's got a nice stiff outer shell. It's almost like the Botan, but not as crappy, or not like doesn't have as like a crappy ear loop adjuster. Defin for kids KF94. It's a KF94. It's boat shaped. It's as worn. It's white. It's ear loop. I always thought it was funny. Lloyd tested, at least on his video published today about the Bluna kids mask, and he was like, "Oh, this is like the best kids mask I ever tested." He was like, "Lloyd, you're like a year and a half. I tested the first Bluna in April of last year." They're good kid. They are a good kids mask, but it's funny to me. It's just like we've had the technology the whole time. 1.245 U to the 4. I think Lloyd could have made a lot of money if he made a KF94. I want to pinch the nose wire on this one. It's just not, my face is just a little too big for it. And I have to be quiet as I do this. $55.37. We bottomed it out. All right, we got to do this quickly. Listen. It's a good kids mask. Oh, I forgot to do the video, the little preview thing. Here we go. The Defend 4 looks like this. It's got animals on the outside, but it's just a white plain mask on the inside. Oh, there we go. Flip it over. And there is our lot number right there. So, cool. Give it a few seconds here to stabilize, and we'll grab that and we'll move on. Should be just done a touch after 8 o'clock. We'll turn all this off. I'm going to go eat dinner, do the pressure drop measurements, collect my mass for the port account test that will happen at like 9:30, 10. We'll do that till about midnight, maybe 12:30, maybe 1 a.m. And then I'm done. And then I'm finished. And you won't probably see me for another month doing this. I got lots of other things I got to work on. 1.204 E to the 4. 1.204. 99.55. Good job. Defend 4, defend us, whatever you want to call your mask. Good job. Next up, oh, I have no idea what this is. PureTech. Zoom PureTech. Okay. Ooh, good nose wire on that one. Let me just see if I'm. Yeah, I'll be able to wear that. Oh, they got a mask clip in this. Not a fan of mask clipped kids' masks. Sorry, just not going to work for kids. Little kids can't do that. I'm going to take a break because I got to get stuff prepped for the next experiment. But yeah, I'll be on here probably till midnight or 1 a.m. So I'll have spent like 12 hours testing masks, or between eating lunch and stuff, it'll be a 12-hour day. I am not sure where to find the LG Airwasher Basic White. I am in Central Daylight Time. I am not sure where to get that. Probably can get it through Gmarket. Check out Gmarket. That's South Korea's e-marketplace. You can just order them straight from there and they'll ship them to you. Probably your best option. Sorry. 1.109 e to the 4. Don't need to use the mask clip, but I will have to pinch the nose. Good. Damn good nose wire on this one. Look, we'll do it as one. All right, 70.01 for just kind of bouncing around the noise there. So another good mask, another good kid's mask. Yeah, 99.37. South Korea, you're the best. Gmarket limits you to 200 air washers. Okay, well, fair defense, if you're buying 200 air washers at one go, like, you have a problem. You are a major mask nerd. You need to go to mask rehab. If you figure you wear one a week or two a week, 100 air washers is like a year's supply. So, otherwise, the style black is good too. I mean, if you really like the white, I guess that's the problem. I think they carry the style black. I think that's just been the more popular brand for them. 1.066 e to the 4. 99.36 for the PureTech Zoom Kids KF95, KF94. All right, so we'll go make dinner, do the pressure drop measurements, then do port account. Last up, oh yeah, I had to do this one because it's like got the big metal aluminum nose wire for kids. Like I can't say no to that. This is the High Guard Kids KF94. They got that big chonky metal nose wire that is amazing. That their adult mask has too. So like, I like that a lot. We're gonna do this. We'll just say that. Just whatever. Copy, paste. Oops, copy, paste. All right, copy, paste. So this is the High Guard KF94 High Guard. Nope. It's a kid's mask. Kids, KF94, it's a KF94, it's a boat shape. I'm going to do as worn to start. It's white. It's earloop. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Fun little animals. It's FFP2 rated. There's that lot ID info. Good job, KF94 manufacturers, for doing such a good job. And good job, South Korean government, for regulating a mask. Oh, let's grab that concentration. 1.003 e to the 4. 1.003 e to the 4. 128.9. We're going to call it there. It's a Staloid 98.71 for another kid's mask. Breathability is not as good on that mask. All right, so we chat about duckbills. Yeah, I love that someone, Ekin JJ, says that they use a Garrison duckbill and yellow Crocs. I love it. You just got to own it, right? If you're gonna rock the duckbill, you got to own the duckbill. So that's great. Although I think the V-Flux is better, but the Gerson's pretty good too. All the duckbills seem to be so much more breathable than standard masks, which is nice. I'm going to let that concentration stabilize. We're almost there. I think we're going to be there in about 2 seconds here. 97.35 or 9735. All right, there we go. We are done. Okay, I am sorry to be in this so quickly, but it is 8 o'clock. It is dinner time for me, late dinner for me. I'm going to eat some grub. I will go and do the pressure drop measurements on these and grab the physical size measurements while I eat dinner. Oh, right after I eat dinner quickly. I'll be back in about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll do the port account stuff until about midnight, and then I'm going to go to bed, and then you won't see me for a while. So, well, at least I won't be doing any videos like this length again. So there we go. We added another, I don't know how many masks we added today. $51 masks today. Good job, world. We added 50 masks. Oh, we're about to hit the 600 mark. We didn't make it to the 600 mark, but that's okay. All right, thanks everybody. I got a jet. I'll be back in a couple hours to do the port account work. So, au revoir.